You're in. For a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Back to the road tomorrow as this is the final game of the Grizzlies homestand.
And it's the last time they'll see these guys. A 2-game season series, and after losing that first one, I'd expect them to play with a little extra added motivation.
Going winless against any team is not your desire. I mean, no matter how many or how few times you face them, that's not something you want on your ledger. That'll be motivation enough for them today, all by itself.
So the Memphis Grizzlies able to put the first points up on the board. Here's Young. No good with the elbow jumper. Memphis with the ball. But these Indiana Pacers play at one of the quickest paces of any team in the NBA.
Yeah, I love the fact that it's quite fitting considering the nickname, Indiana Pacers. And they do set the pace. They love to push that rock, and they do it relentlessly. Catching you before your defense can get set. It's a beautiful way to play. Tell you what, though, you got to be in great shape to make it work.
Here's Shepherd. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. I was able to talk with the head coach of the Grizzlies for just a minute. Now, I asked him about trying to slow down Trae Young. Coach said you have to get the ball out of his hands. He can hurt you with the pass and with his shot. I'm not going to be surprised if you see them blitzing and doubling him a good portion of the game. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And here's Edwards from the arc. And Siakam has got the ball here for Indiana. It's hauled in by Edwards. Outside for Jackson. Back to Edwards. Lets it go from deep. Jackson misses.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage. And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Oh, here's Edwards. Nailed from three-point land.
Edwards loves those long-range bombs. He's a confident shooter.
Young looking around. Left side Turner to the paint. Here's Siakam. Gay with no one around. Connects from three-point range.
This is something Gay has steadily improved on over time. A dangerous shooter from beyond the arc now.
Out to Edwards. Pass to Edey. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Clock at 4. Payne for 3. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. After exploding onto the NBA radar in 2019, Siakam Clark has been a sure thing on offense.
Well, you know what you're going to get from Pascal Siakam. I mean, whether it's in the open floor or in the half-court sets, he's a guy you can count on delivering when you give him the ball in those situations. His offense never takes a night off.
Now, here's Bane. Hasn't made one yet. To the middle. And that one is stuffed right through.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But, Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
Young drives in. .104 left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Edwards. Here's Edie. Three-pointer. The offensive rebound. Back to Edwards. Now Bain. Back to Edwards. And it's sent back by Turner.
Oh, these arms of Turner just go on forever. I mean, which is part of the reason he's able to rack up the block shots that he does.
Now Young. Following the three-point attempt by Pascal Siakam.
Knock it down.
The three. Wells grabs the miss.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring, but let's see if he can eventually get back on track. Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Young from outside sinks the three-pointer.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession.
You could tell the moment the pass left his hands that he knew he had slipped up.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Indiana out in front, up by one. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the field right out of the gate.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
Here's Edie. Back to Edwards. Outside Jackson. Over in the corner, Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Edie. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Down low. Here's Walker. Now here's Simons. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot. Can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
And it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
The Pacers making a switch here. On defense, Indiana. Here's Pippen, and it's Clark in the corner. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. Clark's got his first 2 points.
And I love that range there from Clark. At this point in his development, it's not as daunting as trying to be a consistent three-ball shooter.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Olin. David?
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Mark said, I had a very unique perspective. I was a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me. Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you. Outside, Bagley. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Klingon with it. He's picked up by Pippen. A nice shot by Klingon.
And Klingon uses his size well and just bullies his way through the defense.
Outside, Bagley. Back to Pippen. Pass to Mathurin. Shots 5 on the clock. For 3. Drills the three-pointer. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
Less than an ideal start for them. The shots weren't falling, but they're definitely starting to surge now, and I think they could open this lead up even more.
We've got 1:55 left to play here in the second quarter. Unloads. They get a hand on it, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Clark.
Substitution for the Pacers, number 21, Anthony Black.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. The Pacers making a change here.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Black. Carries the long-range jumper. Black's got the lead up to 1 now for Indiana.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
And you see, don't you, Clark, the steady progression year over year for Anthony Edwards.
Well, he's already an all-star since his 3rd season. With Edwards, the chance is there. If he continues to show the same improvement he's shown thus far, then he's going to be MVP caliber, and I dare say, perhaps the face of the league for several years to come.
On the clock. Pass to Edie. Out to Edwards. The tray. Edwards with confidence.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the board has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Wells. In the corner, it's Payne. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Black. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Black's got 8 points.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Grizzlies lead by 2. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the 3rd quarter after our halftime. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Siakam deciding where to go with it. It's Young on the wing. Stolen by Jackson. Moving it up. Pass to Edwards. Here's Edie. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Now Edwards. There's the 3. A 3-pointer right on target. Edwards got the first basket of the 3rd quarter for the Grizzlies. Young with no one around. Edie with the rebound.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there, and neither can he.
Edwards drawing the double team. And a wide open look for Payne. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Their 3rd 3-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustments.
And the top of the key, Williams. The Grizzlies pull it in. Here's Edie. He's got 8. Outside for Jackson. Up top, Edwards. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Substitution. Number 26, Dan Shepard. Pacers
trail by 8. Young outside. Takes the three. Indiana again missing.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0-3.
Kept alive. Here's Heaney. Pass to Edwards. Now Jackson. Clock at 6. Here's Heaney. Turner covering. Here's Edwards. Edwards loves it in there.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Here's Edwards.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness, Anthony Edwards. Throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Pass to Siakam. Stolen by Jackson. Payne for three. Hands it from downtown. And now it's a 12-point Grizzly lead.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
A nice shot by Young. Young's got 5 now.
Nice job capitalizing down there. Young good at probing inside and finding some space.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. There's 1:54 left here in the third quarter. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Pascal Siakam is nominally a power forward, but his versatility at both ends of the floor allows him to play a number of roles. Siakam says that's where the NBA has been going. It's always positionless basketball. I feel like I can do anything. And in today's game, Kevin, that means tremendous value for Siakam. Back to you.
Doesn't it? My goodness, David, he is something else. Thank you very much.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Back to Kennard. And stolen by Siakam. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Well, they've been so unsuccessful from three. I'm not sure why they continue to shoot them. It's not paying off so far.
Mathurin with the ball. Picked up by Turner. Stolen by Walker. And here comes the break. No one near Shepherd as he lets it go. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Memphis with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run. Here's Pippen. Missed inside.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
And now here's Pippen with the fast break chance. And slam dunk by Clark.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Here's Simons. Can't answer back with the dunk of his own. He can't hit that time. And so it's Memphis enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've got their field goal.
The Pacers, 27.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the scene from the first 3 quarters. Here is Edwards. Outside, Payne. Here's Wells. It's good from long range. Wells has got his first 3 points of the game.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Outside Turner. Shot clock at 6. Plenty of space. And he nails the jumper. Turner's got his first points of the night.
Big props to Turner for coming through at a big moment. I mean, these late clock baskets are demoralizing to the opposition.
Now the Pacers moving it up. Here's Young. The Grizzlies pull it in. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Young for three. Wells grabs the miss.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with two seconds.
Edwards is rolling right now. If I'm his teammates, he's getting a rock every time.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Here's Black. Inside. Stolen by Jackson. Back to Bain. For the three. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
I like their defense today. And you don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out of the position.
And I've also noticed how opportunistic they've been off turnovers, doing a really good job taking advantage of the opponent's mistakes.
Pass to Jackson. Back to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Hey, we use the term explosive a lot, but Edwards, this guy is explosive times 3.
To the inside. Indiana again turning it over. The Pacers making a change here.
Substitution for the Pacers.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
I got yours.
Pass to Jackson. Knocked away. Siakam with it. Now defended by Bain. And here is Siakam. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move. And he's got a chance for one more at the line. Hands on Benedict Mathurin. The Pacers making a switch here. Last season, Miles Turner became the Pacers' all-time leader in block shots.
That's a pretty impressive feat when you consider some of the Pacers who played there historically. Jermaine O'Neal, Rick Smith, Roy Hibbert. Come on now. Great work by Miles Turner. So we need to give him his flowers now. And I think we're going to continue to add to that shot block total.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial. Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
Outside Mathurin. Right side, Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score. And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Memphis.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
That's a nice feeling to get the sweep, even though it is a small number. Still nice to get that sweep.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Desmond Bain.
Yeah, and he was relentless, nonstop energy. I mean, he just never slowed down or turned off.
Shoots the three. Black, no good. Outside Mathurin. On the wing, Bain. Edwards looking it over. Inside. just 4 to shoot. And again, Memphis no good. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor. Completely.